Good afternoon, everybody. Mense is nog nie hier nie. Good afternoon, everybody. We can do better than that. Goeiemiddag almal. Nee. We can even do better than that. Molweni. Let's try the graduates. Graduates, good afternoon. Yeah, man. Maybe the family and guests and friends will do better. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm not convinced. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask everybody to get up on your feet. We're going to get the ceremony started properly. Come on. Everybody, please get up on your feet. We're going to make sure that we start this graduation ceremony in the proper way as it should be, right? Are you ready? As julle seker julle is by 'n gradeplegtigheid, mense? Nee, dit klink vir my asof julle hier lyk asof julle by registrasie is. Nee? It's unfathomable. So we're going to start this in the right way. We've got our graduates from the Faculty of AgriSciences with us. Yes. Yeah, lovely. There's green everywhere. It's wonderful. There's beautiful scenes from the top. You'll see it when you get here and you get your degree. Just take a moment to look at the audience. It looks absolutely beautiful. And we've got so many PhD graduates here. So absolutely wonderful. Yeah, she's ready. I don't know if they are family and friends. I don't know if they're still struggling from the trauma of when they wrote the test and they thought they passed, or they thought they're going to get an 80 until they saw their marks. I don't know if they're suffering from a post-dissertation submission and thinking the feedback is going to be positive until you saw what your supervisor gave you. I don't know, maybe the PhD graduates over here are suffering from finally we've surmounted and finally achieved, that big goal and struggling with the big what now? What is it? Postdoc? Is it, what do we do now? But we're going to celebrate properly. Family, I have a reason why you must celebrate even louder than your graduates, ne? Julle wallets gaan baie meer geld hê van nou af, right? So you're going to have much more money in your wallet than you had while they were studying. Remember all of the times they called you for book money? I can tell you now, it was never for the books, nee. Dis hoekom die lied sê, dis altyd lente, hulle studente sonder sente. They made sure that they used the money for other things, right? So also your fridges and your grocery cupboards will be much fuller moving forward, right? I'm speaking to the guys at the back. We've coordinated this very well with the sound technicians at the back. They have cut out all of the sound now for the entire family and friends and visitors. The only people that can hear us now are the graduates. So, graduates, please come back and study some more degrees, all right? Forget about empty wallets. Come back and study some more. Okay. Right, so we're going to celebrate. I've got two requests for you. The first one is, I want you to imagine those chairs as drums. Live out your best life. Some of us have those moments in the showers when we think we are musicians. This is your moment, right? Please don't break our chairs. You're welcome to break some fingers. Graduation only comes once in a while, right? So, no, I'm kidding. Please don't break your fingers. But I want you to beat those chairs as loud as possible and imagine them that they are the drums, okay? First request. Second one is a bit of a warning, but a request either way. I want us, now Faculty of AgriSciences buildings are a little bit far from here, right? But I want us to shout and ululate and cheer as loud as possible so that they can hear us at the back, right? Gents, you must whistle as loud as you can. Julle moet fluit. Bomama, Nilizele, julle moet gil, julle moet skree. You must throw your wig on the floor. You know, you must throw your teeth in the air, you must faint, you must dance, you must roll, you must do everything because, this is your big moment, right? I'm going to ask the band to help me so that we get this graduation ceremony started properly. Are you ready? Are you ready to get the party started? I'm not convinced. Right. Okay, so on the count of 3, we are about to start the graduation ceremony of the Faculty of AgriSciences right here at Stellenbosch University. If you're happy, if you're happier than me, on the count of 3 to 1, I want you to cheer as loud as possible. On 3, 2, 1, let's go! Now that's how you start a party, isn't it? Graduates, one more time. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Family, on 3, 2, 1, let's go. Wow. Yeah, that's how you start a graduation ceremony. That's how you appreciate your hard work and the success. Thank you. You may be seated. We are at a graduation ceremony. I can feel it now. I feel everybody is here to get this show on the road. So, we try again. Good afternoon, everyone. Lovely. That's what I want to hear. Welcome to this March graduation ceremony of the University of Stellenbosch. My name is Bantu, and I kindly request your attention as I share a few important announcements with you. Molweni emva kwemini nje. Namkelekile nonke kulomsitho wothwaliso sidanga wale University yase Stellenbosch. Ayikokuqala komsitho oku ndimanje kukwenza izaziso ezimbalwa phambi kokuba qalwe ngokusemthethweni. Enkosi ngokuniboleka indlebe zenu. Goeiemiddag almal. Hartlik welkom aan elkeen van u by hierdie maartgrade plegtigheid van Universiteit Stellenbosch. My naam is Bantu en ek doen die aankondigings voor ons amptelik met die seremonie begin. Baie dankie vir die aandag. The toilet facilities are here behind us and you can get there by first exiting the hall and then entering from the side. All toilet entrances are clearly marked. We've got a very, very happy guest there in the audience, right? That's how you start this party. We also have medical assistance available behind the stage. If you need help, please do not hesitate to approach any of the ushers, right? Yes, she's getting ready to get this party going, right? Wonderful. Any lost and found items can be handed in at the information kiosk in front of this venue. That is to my left-hand side. If you have lost something, you are welcome to inquire there. In the event of an emergency evacuation of this venue, please proceed calmly to the exit closest to you and congregate on the rugby fields between the Dani Craven Stadium and this hall, and that is also to my left-hand side. Please follow the instructions of the safety officer and campus security staff. In die geval van 'n noodontruiming van hierdie lokaal, gaan asseblief rustig voort na die uitgang naaste aan u. En kom by mekaar op die rugbyvelde agter ons. Dit is aan my linkerkant by die Dani Craven Stadion se grasperk. Volg asseblief die instruksies van die veiligheidsbeampte as ook kampusveiligheidspersoneel. For our Muslim graduates, family and friends, a prayer room is available and that is behind this venue in the sports science building to my right-hand side. You are welcome to make use of this venue. Ek dink julle gaan saam met my stem dat ons absoluut wonderlike musikante hier het. And the pre-ceremony music was just top class. It gives me absolute great privilege to introduce to you the University of Stellenbosch Symphonic Wind Ensemble. They are conducted by the ever-talented Pamela Kierman and our amazing vocalists. They were definitely first in line when vocal talents were dished out. They are Sashin Johnson and Atule Chiula. Please help me in giving them a warm round of applause. Now, for the very first time this year, it gives me great pleasure to introduce and announce to you that the presiding officer of this ceremony is the newly appointed Chancellor, Professor Governor Lisitsha Kganyago. When we get to the awarding of degrees, graduates, a former president used to say, listen carefully. Please walk up to the dean and hand your announcement card to the official. Then, after your name has been read, take your announcement card back and walk to the presiding officer, bow, and then allow the hooding by the registrar or the deputy registrar. Turn around for acknowledgement by the audience before you proceed to the end of the stage. Now I know, it's graduation nerves. You're probably not going to remember it. So we decided we're not going to let this moment be spoiled by anything. We've got some red tape all over here to make sure you know exactly where to be and what to do. Right? You'll see a first red line. That's where you come and line up. The dean will be behind the podium. When the person in front of you has walked over, after they've walked over, you're welcome to approach the podium. You hand your announcement card to the dean. The dean will read your name, and then you proceed to where the X marks the spot is. That's where you will stand and bow, and then you proceed to where the registrar will be standing. You turn around for the audience, and that's when we will be hearing, "Hello!" Right? And everybody will be cheering for you before you make your way to the end of the stage. Now, I know family and friends have paid a lot of money to get you here, so they deserve a picture-perfect photo for the dining room wall, right? So, for those of you with extra long locks of hair, please remember to tuck it behind your left ear when you take a bow right there so that the photographers can capture the moment perfectly. Right? Family and friends, you're welcome to take as many photos as possible. We ask that you please just keep your phones on silent and that your flash is off for the duration of the ceremony. Each and every graduate deserves their big moment. Therefore, we request that you do not leave the hall before the whole ceremony has been concluded. And once the procession has left at the end of the ceremony, we ask that you please exit the hall as soon as possible so that cleaning and preparation for the next ceremony may commence. Also, please take along any waste items such as water bottles, tissues, etc., and dispose of these safely in the bins outside. The official photographers have set up a studio in the Sports Science building that is behind this hall to my right-hand side. Graduates and their family and friends are welcome to make use of this service. Also be on the lookout at the Marty Shop mobile unit for purchasing Stellenbosch University branded items to remind you of the successful academic journey that we are celebrating here today. And it is my pleasure to invite you at the end of the ceremony, you and your guests, to the Alumni Clubhouse at the Star to celebrate your achievements with a glass of bubbly, a glass of something cold. That is next to the Dani Craven Stadium and this hall, and that is to my left-hand side. Here's a bit of good news. You're welcome to share this link with family and friends. We are live right now. If you didn't know, you're welcome to share this live stream link with everybody that you wanted to be here, your family and friends. You can share this link with them. But listen, remember the haters, the naysayers, the detractors, the jealous ones that said you wouldn't make it here? You must share it with them too, right? So here's the link, www.sun.ac.za/streaming. Again, www.sun.ac.za/streaming. Ons is bykans gereed om met die plegtigheid te begin. Ons vra dat u sal opstaan vir die akademiese prosesie en sal bly staan tot nadat ons die nasionale lied gesing het. Liqesha lokuba kuqalwe ngomsitho. Sicela wonke umuntu aphakame ngexesha kungena isithwalandwe eholweni. Sime njalo ukuze kuculwe umhobe wesizwe. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, friends and family, the moment of truth has arrived. Please rise for the academic procession and remain standing until after we have sung the national anthem. Thank you very much and do enjoy.
Good evening, everyone. We will begin our proceedings with the singing of the national anthem.
Thank you.
Thank you. You may be seated. Let's show some appreciation for our musicians. The Stellenbosch University Symphonic Wind Ensemble, conducted by Pamela Kierman, and vocalist Atule Chiula for the national anthem. Friends, the musicians will now be leaving us. Let us just give them another round of applause. Thank you. I hereby declare the congregation of the Stellenbosch University duly constituted. Friends, at the start of this graduation ceremony, we as the academic community, parents, family and friends, are deeply grateful for the privilege to be here today. We are here today to celebrate our graduates' success. To this end, I invite you all to remain seated while we observe a devotional moment, granting each other the space to do so according to our various secular and religious perspectives. Siyabonga, Bayadanki, thank you. Good evening once again, and everyone, and a very warm welcome to our 5th graduation ceremony of March here in Kutsenberg Center. We trust that you will enjoy the proceedings. We extend a warm welcome to our generous funders. We sincerely thank you for your valuable contributions to the success of our students. We welcome the Students' Representative Council, Sanelisiwe Saulwayo, and Siposihle Silamzi. My name is Leseja Khanyago, and today we are not going to talk about the repo rate. I have here with me on stage the following. We have the Vice Chancellor and Rector, Professor Wim de Villiers, Professor Diresh Ramjagonath, our Deputy Chancellor, Learning and Teaching, Professor Nico Koopman, our Deputy Vice Chancellor for Social Impact, Transformation and Personnel. Here with me is the Registrar, Dr. Ronelle Retief. She is responsible for the academic administration of the university. And the Deputy Registrar for Tygerberg Campus, Ms. Farah Fredericks, the Dean for AgriSciences, Professor Danny Brink, of course. He needs no introduction to most of you, this being the AgriScience faculty ceremony. The Vice Dean for Teaching and Learning, Professor Maret Dutoy, Professor Kennedy Zama, the Vice Dean for Research, Innovation and Postgraduate Studies, the Dean of Science, Professor Bertie Fielding. Friends, here at Stellenbosch University, we believe that multilingualism is an asset. In the spirit of mutual respect for languages and cultures, inclusivity and a welcoming culture that we are fostering at our institution, I request Mr. Tulani Simaile to direct a few words of welcome in isiXhosa.
Ingonyela
nesixhasayo amalungu ebhunga lesigqeba nendlu yeengwevu zedyunivesithi, ikhankatha namasekela alo akwifaculty yezolimo. Amalungu ebhunga aququzelela lo msitho amalungu ebhunga labafundi bedyunivesithi, izidwesha nezidwangube ezihloniphekileyo, manene namanenekazi, onozala nabathweswa izidanga, ndithetha mna ngabanini msitho osingaye, bhotani nonke mawethu. Kuluvuyo nochulumanco ukunamkela kulo msitho wothweso zidanga, apho sibhiyozela impumelelo yabaza kuthweswa izidanga kule dyunivesithi yaseStellenbosch. Siyazi ukuba akubanga lula kwaye ke khange kube lilize ukuza kufikelela kweli qondo nelinqanaba nikulo namhlanje. Kananjalo ke le dyunivesithi izama kangangoko inako ukwamkela zonke inkcubeko neelwimi ezahlukeneyo. Kukwangumcelimngeni ke ukubiza ngokuchanekileyo amagama abathweswa izidanga, noxa sizama kangangoko sinako, sithi mxe mziwa kowethu kwabo baye bachaphazeleka ekuwabizeni gwenxa amagama. Namhlanje nibe newonga lokufunda kwidyunivesithi ekhethekileyo neyahlukileyo ngezifundo nobunzululwazi kwezophando. Sivuyisana nonozala namhlanje abawe bevuka ukuze namhlanje niwongwe ngezidanga kumzamo wokuzinikela. Ngaloo mazwi ndithi untshu umsitho mawufane nomnye, tingani njengokhozi, makube thosi kube hele.
Siyabulela Mhlekazi Thulani Ismail. Now, before we start the main business of the day, allow me to make a few remarks. I will later in the year make a longish speech about my views that affect university communities around the country and around the continent, and in particular, the Stellenbosch University. Friends, I would like to take this opportunity to express my deepest appreciation for the trust that had been bestowed on me by the University Council and University community in electing me as the new Chancellor of this esteemed university. Tertiary institutions have always played a pivotal role in shaping future leaders and driving social, economic, and cultural transformation in our country. As Chancellor of this dynamic institution, I am looking forward to inspiring the next generation to realize their full potential and contribute meaningfully to the growth and development of our country and continent. This is the first ceremony I am presiding over as Chancellor, and it's a great honor to oversee such a significant and beautiful event celebrating your wonderful achievements. Reaching this stage is no easy journey, so you can be proud of yourselves, including your parents and friends present here today. I look forward to celebrating these achievements with you and excited about the meaningful impact you will make on the broader society. For the 2024 academic year, which includes the December 2024 and March 2025 graduates, Stellenbosch University is awarding a record number of 9,350 degrees. For this graduation season, we are awarding 3,316 of these degrees. In our Faculty of AgriSciences, we are awarding a record number of 551 degrees for the 2024 academic year, with 327 undergraduate degrees and 225 postgraduate degrees. A number of 42 PhDs and worthy. This faculty also have a record number of master's degrees, with 140 students being awarded this degree, while also significantly contributing impactful knowledge to the field. This is a wonderful achievement indeed. These are not just numbers, but it's a testament to your resilience, your courage, and your hard work. It speaks of your ability to overcome adversity while still excelling wonderfully. You play a fundamental role in our society. Your work is at the heart of food security, sustainability, and innovation. The future of our planet depends on a fine balance of agricultural growth with environmental responsibility at the core. Your knowledge will help feed nations, protect ecosystems, and drive new solutions for a changing world. Congratulations to all of you on this excellent achievement, marking a new era in your journey as you embark on great things. As you proceed to the next stage of your life, remember the values you have learned here at Stellenbosch University. May our values of integrity, compassion, accountability, respect, and equality guide you in everything you do as you move forward. Stellenbosch University is immensely proud of your achievements and confident in the impact you will have. Remember, a qualification is one thing. You have just embarked on a lifelong learning journey. And that is an obligation that you have, and this is what this university expects of you. This university have equipped you with the skills to study your field. You must continue learning as you leave this university. I will now confer on the candidates who are presented to me the respective qualifications.
Mr. Chancellor, I request you to confer on the candidate whom I'll present to you the degree, Doctor of Science in the Faculty of AgriSciences. The DSc is a senior doctorate. The supervisor concerned will give a brief outline of the dissertation. Glenn Patrick Fox, with dissertation Variation in Barley Quality and its Impact on Malting and Brewing. The supervision provided by Professor Mariana Manley.
Mr. Chancellor, the quality of barley as raw material impacts the efficiency of the malting and brewing processes. Using different technologies, the complexity of carbohydrates and proteins in barley have been elucidated in research performed by the candidate, Professor Fox, over a period of 30 years. His research helps maltsters and brewers to improve processes, I think one can say almost on a daily basis, without impacting beer flavor detrimentally. Mr. Chancellor, as this is the only senior doctorate, I trust you will allow me to mention that Professor Fox is currently the holder of the Anheuser-Busch Endowed Professorship at University of California, Davis. This is one of the three most prestigious positions in malting and brewing science, and we are therefore extremely honored that he chose Stellenbosch University for his DSc in food science. And we're also pleased that Professor Fox was willing to travel for more than 30 hours, and I have to add, not business class, to be here in person today. And with having said that, Mr. Chancellor, I kindly request you to confer the degree on Glenn Patrick Fox.
Mr. Chancellor, I request you now to confer on the candidates that I will present to you the degree Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of AgriSciences. And again, the supervisor concerned will give a brief outline of the dissertation. Scovia Akelo with the dissertation, The Effect of Fertilization, Water Availability, Wind and Other Environmental Variables on the growth and wood properties of 5 young South African grown pinus, that is pine species and hybrids. Supervision provided by Professor Brandt Wessels.
Mr. Chancellor, understanding early stage wood property variation is critical for South African grown pines, which is used predominantly in structural applications. The results from this study showed that fertilizer and wind treatments had no significant effect on the growth or wood properties of 2-year-old trees, while 12-year-old trees were more sensitive to these environmental signals. This research underscores the complex interactions between environmental factors during juvenile growth. I request you to confer the degree on Scovia Akelo.
Douw Casper Gerbrand Bodenstein with dissertation, Evaluation of Selected Global and Regional Soil Maps for Soil Carbon Content Modeling of South Africa, supervised by Professor Kathy Clark.
Mr. Chancellor, the accuracy of soil maps for Southern Africa was investigated, and a new soil organic carbon map for South Africa was produced that quantifies soil carbon to a 2-meter depth. This map was used to predict changes in soil carbon in the Swartland region under different cropping systems. I request that you confer the degree on Douw Casper Gerbrand Bodenstein.
Hassan Bukhari with dissertation, The Use of Ecosystem-Based Approaches for Guiding Sustainable Development of Rivers in Data-Limited Environments, supervised by Professor Karen Esler.
Mr. Chancellor, This research showed that certain aspects of river ecosystems are functionally similar. Therefore, learnings can be transferred to understudy rivers. Through this finding, it laid the groundwork for a framework to rapidly assess rivers using ecosystem-based approaches and demonstrated their use to develop broad guidelines for river infrastructure development. I request you to confer the degree on Hassan Bukhari.
Blessing Butao Moku with a dissertation, Comparative Analysis of Household Food Access Indicators in Zimbabwe, supervised by Professor Kennedy Zama.
Mr. Chancellor, the study assessed 7 measures of household food security in 2 districts in Zimbabwe over 2 consecutive seasons. It found that these measures produced inconsistent results. Consequently, we proposed a composite measure developed from the questions used in the original measures to gain a better understanding in the importance of household food security. I request you confer the degree on Blessing Butao Moku.
Rebecca Ann Kaywood with dissertation, Multi-taxon and Multimetric Responses of Arthropods to Habitat Disturbances and Global Change, supervised by Professor James Pryke.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, the impact of timber plantations and inappropriate fire regimes on arthropod taxonomic and functional diversity was investigated. 30 years after pine removal and 15 years after wildfires, arthropod diversity had not fully recovered compared to pristine fynbos. Highlighting the need for pine removal, monitoring of fire frequency, as well as protecting natural pristine areas. I request that you confer the degree on Rebecca Ann Kaywood.
Lesiba Tyron Chuene with a dissertation, Exploiting the Potential of Yeast Cell Wall Chitin for Haze Reduction in White Wines, supervised by Professor Florian Bauer.
Mr. Chancellor, would you buy a hazy-looking wine? The wine industry does not think so, and spends significant financial and technical resources to protect wines from haze. The candidate developed and characterized novel yeast strains which eliminate haze-causing elements during fermentation, a biological and commercially attractive alternative to current protection methods. I request you to confer the degree on Tyrone Lesiba Chuene.
Answa Karine de Villiers with dissertation, Relational Dimensions for Transformation and Resilience, exploring inspiration, social capital and learning in landscape-based initiatives in South Africa, supervised by Professor Karen Esler.
Mr. Chancellor, the PhD explored reframing landscape restoration from a technical short-term intervention to an ongoing process which integrates different values of nature. Challenges and opportunities were identified in implementing such an approach within the realities of the often messy, slow, and difficult but rewarding process of cultivating relationships within the contested context of South Africa. I request you to confer the degree on Answa Karine de Villiers.
Marlene de Wit with dissertation, Exploring Managed Aquifer Recharge as a Nature-Based Solution to Water Diversification in the Goukou Catchment, supervised by Professor Francois Roots.
Mr. Chancellor, the feasibility of diverting flood peaks for a managed aquifer recharge to overcome hydrological modeling challenges in the water-scarce Goukou River catchment was assessed. A conceptual rainfall runoff model was developed and indicated the potential for MAR in the lower part, 2 MAR schemes in the lower part of the catchment to help this water-scarce environment. I request you to confer the degree on Marlene de Wit.
Ruth Marie Corneille Fisher with dissertation, Soil Hydrophobicity in Fynbos, measuring the impacts of woody invasive alien plant species and fire, as well as ecological benefits. Again supervised by Professor Francois Roots.
Mr. Chancellor, it was shown that soil hydrophobicity commonly occurs in fynbos vegetation and that altered fire regimes, alien invasive plants, and drought increase the extent of its occurrence. This has negative impacts on natural fynbos ecology. Soil hydrophobicity information needs to be mapped in erosion and fire management practices. I request you to confer the degree on Ruth Mary Fisher.
Monia Gerber with dissertation, Superficial Scald on Granny Smith Apples, Understanding the Commercial Storage Protocols and Their Limitations, supervised by Dr. Elke Crouch.
Mr. Chancellor, superficial scald is a major brown peel disorder limiting the storability and marketability of Granny Smith apples. This study explored the mechanism of 12 storage techniques. 2 storage protocols were scald-free and currently assisting the South African deciduous fruit industry in maintaining fruit quality and avoiding food loss. Mr. Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree on Monia Gerber. Thanks.
Anja Loubser with dissertation, The Use of Near-Infrared Spectroscopy for the Analysis of Fuminogens in Maize, supervised by Dr. Paul Williams.
Mr. Chancellor, this research investigated an innovative light-based method to detect dangerous fungal toxins that contaminate maize. While measuring exact toxin levels proved challenging, the technology successfully identified contaminated grain. This work paves the way for faster testing methods to enhance food safety in the maize industry. I request you to confer the degree on Anja Loubser.
Golu Sweetness Lukashe with dissertation, Exploring the Role of Water Treatment Residuals in Carbon Stabilization in Sandy Soils, amended with anaerobic digested sludge, supervised by Professor Kathy Clark.
Mr. Chancellor, the co-application of potable water treatment sludge and sewage sludge was investigated in terms of organic matter stabilization in sandy soils. Aluminium-based sludges were more successful at organic matter stabilization than iron-based sludges. This research contributes to waste management and environmental sustainability by providing a strategy for enhancing soil carbon sequestration and promoting a circular economy. I request that you confer the degree on Noktolo Sweetness Lokashi.
Janet Mamutse with the dissertation, Comparative Transcriptome Profiling of Ovarian Tissues to Unravel Genetic Mechanisms Underlying Prolificacy in South African Sheep, supervised by Dr. Annelyn Malotzi.
Mrs. Chancellor, the study explored genetics behind prolificacy in South African sheep using RNA sequencing. The genes identified in low prolific sheep were related to follicular cyst and in high prolific sheep to follicular growth. The study is the first of its kind to uncover these genes that would assist in the development of marker panels for genomic selection. I request that you confer the degree on Janet Mamutse.
Buhle Maposa with dissertation, Experimental and Modeling-Based Evaluation of Alternatives to Improve the Thermal Performance of Solar Drying Pomegranate Arils, supervised by Dr. Alex Ziege.
Mr. Chancellor, this study presents a comprehensive and multidisciplinary approach to enhance solar drying technology. By integrating extensive experimental investigation with advanced computational modeling, it offers valuable insights into optimizing solar drying systems. Through rigorous drying experiments and the development of virtual prototypes using computational fluid dynamics, the study bridged theoretical analysis with practical application. Beyond simulations and lab work, a hands-on approach was taken, cutting, rolling metals, and welding in the workshop to bring innovative solar dryer to life and testing them. The findings contribute significantly to improving thermal performance, making solar drying more efficient and sustainable for agricultural and industrial application. Mr. Chancellor, I request to confer degree to Bukle Maposa.
Nkumisa Imjolbolwana Swartz, with dissertation, The Studies on the Application and Efficacy of Orange Oil as a Post-Harvest Disease Management Strategy on Fruit, supervised by Dr. Cheryl Lennox.
Mr. Chancellor, there is an increasing demand for chemical-free post-harvest disease management in fresh fruit. This research explored orange and thyme essential oils as alternatives in citrus, plum, and strawberry fruit, where they were found to stimulate host defense responses. To enhance stability, these oils were formulated into nanoparticles, which could be applied alone or in packaging. I request that you confer the degree on Nomisa Njombolwana Swartz.
Nkosinati Nkumalo, with a dissertation, Whole Genome Sequencing of South African Nguni Sheep Breed, Insights into Adaptation to Southern African Environments. Again, supervised by Dr. Annalyn Molotsi.
Mr. Chancellor, Nguni sheep, including the Zulu ecotype, are well adapted to South Africa's harsh conditions. This study sequenced the Zulu sheep genome and uncovered genes linked to resilience, like heat stress and disease resistance. These findings can guide breeding programs to produce more climate-resilient livestock for the Southern African region. I request you confer the degree on Nkosinati Nkumalo.
Manda Rousseau, with dissertation, Multivariate Statistical Modeling of Sensory Quality and Arethius Shelf-Life Prediction of Flavored Cider, supervised by Professor Mariana Manley.
Mr. Chancellor, in a study, the candidate, Manda Rousseau, characterizes flavored cider through maturation-related chemical and sensory changes to support quality and shelf-life assessment in the cider industry. Based on chemical profiling and fingerprinting data, she develops predictive models to estimate sensory quality, followed by kinetic modeling to accurately determine the shelf life of flavored cider based on the modeled scores. Mr. Chancellor, the candidate completed her PhD while working full-time, and halfway through her study, she relocated to Canada. We are pleased that she's back on African soil for the first time since she left, and especially to receive her degree here today. Mr. Chancellor, I therefore kindly request you to confer the degree on, once she's crossed the stage, Dr. Manda Rousseau.
Janice Suzanne Smith with dissertation, Reimagining the Role of Protected Areas in the Socio-Ecological Landscape, Connecting People to Nature through Water-Related Ecosystems, supervised by Dr. Patrick O'Farrell.
Mr. Chancellor, freshwater ecosystems are under threat, and new perspectives are needed on protecting them. Solutions to this issue are sought by applying a mixed method approach in exploring the elements required to shift social ecological thinking. Findings suggest that a focus on freshwater and its ecosystem services can be used to simultaneously achieve conservation goals and reconnect society with nature. Mr. Chancellor, I request that you confer the degree on Janice Smith.
Janine Strydom with dissertation, Table Grapes from Vineyards to the Shelf, Response of Crimson Seedless Vines and Grapes to Water Supply and Microclimate, supervised by Professor Kobus Hunter. Professor Hunter is an extraordinary appointment at the faculty, and the faculty would like to recognize collectively the many external collaborators that unselfishly contribute to the academic supervision of students in the Faculty of Agri-Sciences, and thereby contributing to the development of human capacity and the scientific contribution. Professor Kobus Hunter.
Mr. Chancellor, this study provides novel information on actions required to produce high-quality table grapes under climatologically challenging conditions. It focused on irrigation, canopy microclimate, and grape ripening. Growth, physiological, and biochemical processes were addressed during cultivation and grape storage, with the aim to satisfy both producer expectations and consumer preferences. I request you to confer the degree on Janine Strydom.
Petrus Johannes Teron with dissertation, a curriculum framework for adult learning in financial farm management for practicing commercial farmers in the Western Cape of South Africa, supervised by Professor Theo Kleinhans.
Mr. Chancellor, this study combined the academic disciplines of agricultural economics and curriculum science to present the first known empirical research to verify curriculum content and test the relevance of a financial management program in a higher education context in South Africa. thereby significantly advancing the knowledge of adult learning in agriculture. I request you to confer the degree to Pietron.
Elisma van Zyl with dissertation, the impact of enrichment bias on the detection and genomic characterization of Listeria monocytogenesis sequence types. Supervised by Professor Pieter Gous.
Mr. Chancellor, Listeria monocytogenes can cause severe foodborne illness resulting in listeriosis. A method was developed to visualize enrichment bias during isolation of this organism. It also advocates for statistical sampling in whole genome sequence workflows during outbreak investigations. Indeed, this study will transform public health surveillance, outbreak investigations, and global food safety management practices. I request you to confer the degree on Elisma Ackerman van Zyl.
Shanae Viljoen with a dissertation, the potential allelopathic effects of cover crops on the suppression of weeds and wheat production in the Western Cape. Supervised by Professor Pieter Swanepoel.
Mr. Chancellor, this study investigated how cover crops in wheat rotations suppress weeds through competition, biomass production, and allelopathy. Cereals were most effective, with brassicas contributing to early weed suppression. Legumes enhanced soil nitrogen content. While cover crops can reduce weeds during the growing season, additional weed management strategies are necessary for sustainable long-term control. I request you to confer the degree on Shanae Viljoen.
Mr. Chancellor, that concludes the awarding of no less than 42 PhD degrees in the Faculty of Agri-Science during the 24 academic year, for which we would like to acknowledge the contribution of both the students, their supervisors, and the funders of their respective research projects. I now request you to confer the following qualifications in the Faculty of Agri-Sciences. Masters of Science. Jesse, Africa. Sydney Atkins, cum laude. Rihanna Delier. Nicola Arendt Henneke. Sophia Jacobs, cum laude. Mashotu Mahlu. Tebegu Maruta. Mfo Mulapu. Zander Rood, cum laude. Lise Somtsweu. Georgia Strydom, cum laude. Mieke van Rooyen, cum laude. The degree Master of Science in Agriculture. Hanli Aartsma, cum laude. Hanneke Augustijn. Melissa Nana Ya Boateng, cum laude. Anton Emil Broeksma. Carla Cronje. Daniel de Beer. Hillet de Jager, cum laude. Jean de la Harpe, cum laude. Lise Marie Dippenaar. Brittany Dove, cum laude. Jan de Tooy. Liana Eksteen. Karijn Engelbrecht. It's not a check from the Reserve Bank. Nicole Ferreira. Matthew Guest, cum laude. Nicole Harms. Reinhard Willem Breers Hols. Wilmy Hoog. Cara Rein van Rensburg. Cum laude. Anderson Lombard. Nelleke Lot. Makwena Valicia Mabitsela. Cum laude. Anay Mathieu. Lawrence Matthijssen. Kwesi Mbongwe. Cum laude. Dimakatsu Mofokeng. Abraham Mouton. Bugle Mrebi. Gracia Mujima. Rodrigo Andre Olivia Makila. Matsia. Paul Reder. Robin Reed. Monique Snoek. Annelien Smith. Lynette Stein. Claudia Tiner. Zandeli Trollop. Isaac Andries Nicolaas van der Westhuizen. Isaac will be hooded by his brother, Dr. Stefan van der Westhuizen. Thomas Nicolaas John van der Westhuizen. Lisa van Deventer. LZ van Skalkwyk. Janke van Wyk. Gerrit van Sail. Helena van Sail. Monica Viljoen. Mr. Chancellor, the degree Master of Science in Forestry and Wood Sciences. Victor Yayehola. Michel Jordan. Matthew van Eysen. The degree Master of Science in Conservation Ecology. Joshua Dury. Bongiwe Mbombu. Khumotsu Murake. Inge Robenheimer, cum laude. Roxanne Rolland, cum laude. The degree Master of Science in Food and Nutrition Security. Iksha Bowen, cum laude. Bianca Dempers, cum laude. Mbapue Karuchaiva. Is it good enough? Tsepu Kikene. Mpaki Odilon Makara. Stanford Ngonitsashe Matsikitse. Ethan Anton McCrory. Lebogang Nabiseng Mohlala. Sitokozile Moyo. Sabrina Stein. The degree Master of Science in Food Science. Susan Featherstone. Elizabeth Carly Pretorius, cum laude. the degree Master of Agriculture, Marco Appel. Luke Flint. Puleng Pule. Jacoba Rousseau. The degree Bachelor of Science Honours, Zukanye Yaku. The postgraduate diploma in forestry and wood science, David Kamwendo. The postgraduate diploma in agronomy, Kelly Amber Kogils. Sakani Pertunia Marimi. Inati Sinubomi Mapeswa. The Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Jessica de Abreu. Jacobus Dreyer. Chumani Diobella. Monique Fisher. Jamie Guthrie. Baseman Tawanda Mutemi Hlolu. Shanice Tadiwasnashe Kantichitani. Pierre Lewis. Unaku Mchunkulu. Juanita Karina Mini will be hooded by her father, Dr. Johan Mini. Albert Jacobus Meiberg. Jessica Tandeka Nhlapo. Dalai Payton. Abraham Smith. Johannes Eis. Johannes Venter. Mia Viljoen. The degree Bachelor of Science in Food Science. Annalisa Hoboyi. Die kwalifikasie baccalaureus in landbou, kwalification Bachelor of Agriculture. Adrian Alberts. Johannes Willem Bester. Matthew Beekes. Sisanda Anele Kele. Carlo Linder de Vries. Rees Thomas Julius. Hendrik Lawrence. Latisha Ilanga Ngwane. Toby Johannes Martinez Norkier. Jade Plath. Diane Ace. Malachi Ace. Matthew Willis. Rook Hellier Wood. Jean-Ray Johan Zevenster. Mr. Chancellor, that concludes a further 138 master's degrees and over 350 undergraduate qualifications from the Faculty of AgriScience. All that contributes to our ranking amongst the top 100 faculties in the world, the faculties for AgriScience. And again, I would like to acknowledge the contribution of both lecturers and students in that regard. Just allow me a moment. Mr. Chancellor, I now request you to confer the respective qualifications on those candidates whose names have been presented to you, but who could not attend, thus in their absence.
I confer the respective qualifications on the candidates in their absence. I thought you said that concludes today's proceedings, in which case we must go. But since you didn't do that, let me say a few words. Friends, we have now reached the conclusion of the awarding of the qualifications. On behalf of Stellenbosch University, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to each of you who have received a qualification today. This is a remarkable achievement, and we celebrate this special milestone with you. Stellenbosch University is you, and the more than 230,000 alumni across the globe who are connected to Matiland in ways that are in diverse as you all are. Matis are everywhere, and wherever I encounter them, I am always impressed by the meaningful contributions they make to society. More and more alumni stay connected to Stellenbosch University by joining the alumni chapters all over the world. At the moment, there are 48 and counting. From Namibia to Hong Kong, San Francisco to Dubai, thousands of Matis are connecting and reconnecting with the university in meaningful ways. Wherever you are in the world, you will be able to keep in touch. Remember, the Alumni Office is your lifelong link to your alma mater. Stay in touch with us on social media and visit our website, www.matisalumni.com. If you miss Matiland too much, you have got good reason to return every year to attend our annual homecoming and family weekend for alumni. This year's dates are Thursday, the 11th of September, to Saturday, the 13th of September, 2025. Hope to see you there. For now, we warmly invite you to join us at our alumni clubhouse at the Stal after the ceremony to celebrate your achievements with a glass of bubbly. I didn't hear anybody researching wine, but you are welcome. And of course, juice. The clubhouse is located next to the Danny Craven Stadium on my left. You are more than welcome to head over in your academic attire and return it afterwards. You better wear it to the party. I also wish to congratulate parents, spouses, family, and friends with the achievement of your loved ones. I think it will be most appropriate for our graduates to acknowledge their support with a hearty round of applause. And I will not forget this, that we have now reached the conclusion of our proceedings. I hereby declare this congregation of the Stellenbosch University officially closed. Please rise and remain standing when the academic procession leaves the stage.